Welcome back to Hellforces. You may be wondering why I gathered you all here. The name of the level we ended up on last time is Huxley's Arena. If our experience with the Broadman's Arena is anything to go by, we're in for a boss fight. Oh great, the light maps are glitching out and the pillars are painted black and white. Why are they so keen on crouching now? Was it something the developers specifically unlocked starting with a certain level? Right, there's some kind of presidential briefing room that way. What else is out there? Textures? Yes. It's a locked force field. We will not go that way. You're gonna love this update. You can't even imagine the shit we find and the shit that happens. All we need to do to get there is endure a little more of these awful hallways. I hope the teleporters have taken us back to Earth at some point, because this briefing room in an alien purgatory looks impressively dumb even by this game's standards. Oh, what am I saying? This game has no standards. We can go two ways here. Let's check out the other side. That was easy. Hellforces doesn't have much of a difficulty curve, does it? I only now start to realize that the AK can't fire single shots at all. This looks like some kind of server room. Definitely not alien architecture. But the game never finds it necessary to tell us where we are now. I think I'll go back now to see what happens in the other branch of the level. From the briefing room it splits into two linear paths. Why oh why didn't they rip off Doom's running speed? This keypad needs a code. Any ideas what it could be in this game? No? How strange. Oh look, pickled human storage. A similar facility in Vivisector was a moody and atmospheric location. Here it's some vats managed by Norton Commander. What are these? How do the bodies tie in with the story? Now look at this hellish weapon in a game called Hellforces. Surely nothing bad will happen if I nick it. Here's another keypad. Yes, that is the code. Master of Souls. Hellforces is now a Souls game. Look at this adorable face. This weapon is a gun. Primary fire. Secondary fire. I don't like the primary fire. I'd rather use this thing as a magical chain gun. It uses pre-packed souls as ammo, and you never need to reload. The staff is really good at killing, but has a small problem with its design you'll be able to observe later. I don't remember exactly where the boss fight is. I want to use this double damage power-up when it happens.
Но Фауст все же смог обмануть Мефистофеля.
Да, тогда он еще был слаб. А попробовал бы он сейчас это сделать?
Уверен, что результат бы не изменился. Человек по сути своей свободен в выборе, и поэтому может сопротивляться даже старшим демонам. А
Брат, ты на грани ереси.
я работаю на нашего господина вполне осознанно. И это знают все. Просто я верю в то, что правда необходима. Пусть она и горька.
Philosophers, eh? Well, ponder this. I don't want to scare or alarm you, but we've got a massive plot dump heading our way.
Это еще что такое?
Да, боюсь, что я уже действительно... А кто ты?
Мое имя Стивен. А теперь я хочу знать твое. И еще ответь мне, кто ты такой?
Меня звали Генри Альфред Коул. О, это было так давно.
А что ты здесь-то делаешь? И нечего со мной в прятки играть, вылезай!
Хочешь услышать мою историю? Это займет время. Я не могу тебе показаться. Механизм, который ты видишь перед собой, это и есть я.
А я и не тороплюсь. А тебе, видать, сильно не подфартило, друг.
Хорошо, я все расскажу. Это произошло несколько лет назад. Я занимался разработкой альтернативных источников энергии. Расширив изыскание Кирлиана, я нашел практически неисчерпаемый источник энергии. Им оказалась обычная человеческая душа. И я создал установку, которая может разделять душу и тело.
Так это ты, сволочь, заварил эту кашу?
Не совсем. Первый, на ком я испытал установку, был я сам. Я до конца не верил в существование душ и считал это детской сказкой на ночь. Я просчитался. После разделения я оказался заключен в этой установке, но это еще полбеды. Моим телом завладел демон, его звали Бафомет. Позже он решил побеседовать со мной, как говорится, горе побежденным. После беседы я понял, что в любое тело без души может вселиться дьявольское отродье.
Теперь я понял, зачем им эти стада зомби. Это ведь будущая армия демонов.
Да, увы, так оно и есть. Мое бедное тело.
Ты говоришь, увы? Да они уничтожат всех нас, как уничтожили бедняжку Лин. Этого нельзя допустить, и ты мне в этом поможешь. Я должен... Нет, я обязан найти Хаксли.
Хорошо, я знаю, что код от двери комнаты, где лифт, 789. Пока я ничем больше не могу тебе помочь.
Ладно, и на том спасибо.
789. That's not even a phrase in Russian, it's just 3 digits. Let me guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the combination an idiot would have on his luggage. 666 is already used, so they came up with some code with 7, 8 and 9. Technically speaking, 789 is some code, but it's not exactly winning any prizes for creativity. Yeah, before we punch in that code that will most likely take us to the boss, let's go back to the other wing. Test the weapon, see what's up there. It's not far. Right. So, I think you noticed that this gun finds new and exciting ways to prevent you from seeing. It blocks a quarter of the screen. And that is a fresh thing for this game's level architecture. But it doesn't work. Anyway, this Master of Souls also fires flashy projectiles with special effects at the point of impact, so the screen turns into blue swirly soup. You might not be able to tell from the video, but I simply aim at movement. Or run up to them. And stop shooting when the ragdoll's feet head to the ceiling. And so, 7, 8, 9, dramatically. This is very much the same as the previous floor, and honestly it looks like an underground parking lot. Well, this blows. What have we got here? How do you need to configure a boot disk for Hell software? It seems that the only way forward is past the fan. I'm not a big fan of this. Now, if you're here for results and not to have your time wasted, please skip ahead 3 minutes. But not too far, the boss fight is right after this. Are they gone? Right, so yes, this takes me 3 minutes, which means this fan is a bigger obstacle than all of the game's bosses combined. As you can see, jumping only makes it worse. That floor ahead might be a sensor pad, but even if I jump over it, I don't get enough time to clear the hallway. Crouching does nothing. Maybe I have to shoot something. I've never had this much trouble with this section before. Perhaps we need more firepower. Or maybe we need to sneak by getting onto those pipes. Or maybe there is a button here that I miss. What's this? I could get used to it here. Anyway, the fan. Maybe I didn't shoot it hard enough. In Russia, maybe in some other countries, there is an old joke, a long-bearded one, as we say here. Hugging the wall slows me down. Anyway, the joke goes, scientists conduct an experiment. For the first stage, they take a monkey and put it in a room with a box and some bananas hanging under the ceiling. The monkey jumps for the bananas a few times, but they're just out of reach. So the monkey stops jumping. It looks around, sees the box, puts the box under the bananas and reaches them that way. For the next stage of the experiment, the scientists pick a man in the street, an alcoholic. It's a Russian joke, I guess. They put the man in a room with a crate and a bottle of vodka hanging under the ceiling. The man sees the vodka and starts jumping for it. And jumping for it. And jumping for it. Eventually, the scientists contact him in the room and suggest, maybe you should stop and look around. And the man replies, why would I need to look around? I gotta jump. I told you this old chestnut because... Yep, that's how you do it. I suppose I could have used the broom.
Ну что ж, здравствуй, Стив. Я ждал тебя. И ты пришел.
Да, я действительно пришел. За тобой.
Это мы еще посмотрим.
Oh dear. He's dead. I should get an award for using the most vision-obscuring power-up with the most vision-blurring weapon. I think that was all of them. We are never using the fucking mask again. This room is a dead end, by the way. But there's a switch. Never realized they make gas cookers that big, not to mention vertical. So, how did you like the boss battle? Don't you think it was pretty bold of the Orion Games to design a boss clearly under-equipped to deal with the player? Oh, you've got 2 AKs. Watch me tremble in fear as I shove a dozen weaponized souls of the damned up your ass. And it's coming right after it's been established that the souls are the best source of power. Don't tell me I wasn't supposed to figure out the password was 666. It's probably scribbled on the texture somewhere. It looks like it's working at guess mark 2. We should be okay if we get through quickly. A short loading screen. Don't miss the story now.
Так вот как погиб Алекс Хаксли. Ну что ж, прискорбно.
Прискорбно? Вам что, жаль этого выродка?
Нет, мне жаль, что он не попал в руки правосудия. Ладно, вернемся к нашему разговору. Портал сработал, и где вы оказались?
Где-то в Восточном Перу, как и говорил Генри Коул. Некоторое время я бродил по горам, пока не наткнулся на старую пирамиду индейцев.
Подробнее, пожалуйста.
Я думал, что эта местность совсем безлюдна, но это оказалось совсем не так.
That was not a typo, and I did not mess around with the subtitles. Hellforces indeed ramps up its action after a visit to the Purgatory by sending us to Peru. Generating vegetation is a line we'll be seeing in some loading screens from now on. Because this engine can generate vegetation, and it would be a shame not to show it. Oh, and I cranked up the vegetation density to maximum in the settings. Just a warning.
Вот чего мне не хватало в жизни. Травы.
Welcome to fucking South America. I hope you love the jungle. Really need to change the weapon. The list of reasons I can't see enemies triples every second. Oh, did these guys have to fall face down? Definitely calls for a change of weapon. Physics. I just love getting shot from an unknown location. And here we get a new weapon. There's that fucker. Right, so the new gun. Can you see the level layout? The grass? I hope you enjoy this fucking sniper rifle. Uses the same ammo as the plasma gun. Only it's a bit more useful. You'll get a proper demonstration later. The sniper rifle kills most enemies in 2 hits. But there are only 1 or 2 places on the entire map where it's useful. I have to say, this looks nice for 2004. If you don't move, don't jump and don't interact with anything, this might seem to be a good game. Meaning it's probably stock third-party grass and water effects all the way. That is an unusually high rate of fire. Yes, the laser rifle's sound and visual effects are shit. The zoom is adjustable, in a way. It zooms in until you let go of the secondary fire button. Yes, a fucking green scope filter in a jungle where enemies are wearing green. Fuck you, Orion Games. Was that a ricochet? Weird. Keep moving. That way looks dangerous. And it's just the way we have to take. We can break boxes now. Where to next? This does look fairly nice. If you lower your expectations a bit. Oh, enough with the exposition. You know how we got 2 new guns in this update? Well, there's more. We just picked up the gun responsible for the abundance of ammo for the AK. It uses the same rounds, but they come in large boxes for it. Primary fire. That is barely an improvement over the Kalashnikov. Secondary fire. Yes, faster spool up and faster rate of fire. Minor recoil. It's just better. I won't be using this M249 too much because there is a delay between me pressing the button and it firing. And the muzzle flashes are atrocious. I believe this level, like no other, is suited for me telling you that we're currently on the 15th level of Hellforces, out of a total of 30. Let me rummage around and find a proper reaction clip. Try this one.
Oh no. Oh yes.
That is from that scene in The Magic Christian where cross-dressing Yul Brynner singing Mad About the Boy hits on Roman Polanski, and then pulls off his wig on an unsuspecting bar patron. Yes, shots fly up in this game. You should watch The Magic Christian. It's a movie about pranks, like taking a flak cannon to a duck hunt. Oh, good news, the sniper rifle cannot be reloaded from the scope mode.
Да не уйдет! Йо-хо!
I've got no idea who's firing grenades down there, but it can't possibly be healthy.
Да не уйдет! Сдохни, дьявол!
Those guys must be low on grenades. I'll send them mine. The launcher is the go-to weapon for this chapter. We'll keep finding rounds for it in the next few levels. How the fuck do I get down? Let's see if there's another way. Nope. While I'm here, I should warn you in advance that the next update will start with a dark indoor level, so the night vision goggles will come back into play. Some people in the thread complain that it makes them sick, or ginger or something, more so than the rest of the game. I'm warning you now because this update won't have a proper ending, the game crashes in level transition. The first crash during recording. I'm not counting all the times the game starts up and just immediately loads into a black screen with the publisher logo music playing and no control response whatsoever. No, if you don't count all the times the game just flat out refuses to work right off the bat, it's been pretty stable so far. Why the fuck do they introduce breakables now? Was this originally made for a completely different game? Thanks for the sniper rifle, so fucking useful here. By the way, did anyone notice that the last time I quick-saved was when I picked up the chain gun? Just keep that in mind, for when it crashes. You bastard. These are the first enemies in the game to use revolvers, the gun we found on the 3rd level. Is he trying to say something? Before you make any comment about this architecture being inappropriate for the region, wait till the next level. Really, hold it. Oh, come on, who's shooting me here? A non-detachable hat. I really should not be using the MP5, there is next to no ammo for it in this chapter. Oh, I wanted health. Hey, I wanted that. Tease. Anyway, the recording ends with the game crashing right after the loading screen. Next time, a dark level, more jungle, night vision, and some stupid shit, including a bug I've never seen before. Voice acting too. It gets worse. Yeah, that's the last time the recording software got any video feed from the game. It's dead now, and I have to replay half the level.